Hi guys, I'm a homeschool mom of 3 and getting ready to be 4 children at the end of this year, and I homeschool 2 of my kiddos right now. I actually, in the year of 2023, I am not doing a curriculum this year, so come along with me as I talk to you guys about what are our plans for homeschool this year. Hello everyone, my name is Melissa. This is my channel, Modest Mom. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you can. It really helps me out. And check out some of my other videos as well if you have time. I have my notes in front of me because I can't retain all of the information in my head. So if you see me looking down, that's what I am doing. This video, this week, I was going to do a homeschool video because we started homeschool sort of officially this week. We've had vacation Bible school and just some other things going on, and so it's just been really crazy. I'm still canning. I am a homestead mom. We're actually on some family land right now until we can get land of our own, but we have a lot of animals. We're trying to build that up and whatnot. So we have a garden and we stay busy with that and the canning. So I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between those things and homeschool. And so the title of this video is just, what does homeschool look like for us in the year of 2023? And by November, I will have another baby. And for those of you that watched my gender reveal video, I'll put a link in the description box below. But we're having a little girl, and so that is exciting. It also creates a little bit of stress for me as far as homeschooling because it's just some more added to my plate, but it's a blessing and it's a good thing. And I will figure that out, and the Lord will help me, and I know that. I also, in this video, wanted to talk about confidence in homeschooling. I think that is a subject that needs to be talked about more often. So I will start off. I homeschool 2 of my kiddos, my oldest and my middle daughter. Luella and Leah are their names. And Luella is 6 and Leah just turned 3. So I'm not doing a ton with Leah, but I am starting some preschool things with her. She likes to be in school. She likes to see Luella learning, and so I thought, why not? Like I said in the beginning of this video, I do not have a curriculum right now. And some of you moms or women may be like, oh my goodness. I will start off by saying I did go to school for teaching. That was what I was going to do. And turns out the Lord kind of planned it to where I think he knew I was going to be homeschooling. I wasn't going to be in the public school system for this time in my life, you know. And I have worked in public schools for a little while. And I was a para for a little while, and then I substituted, and they were 2 completely different jobs, and I learned a lot from that, but I feel like my calling is for the homeschooling. So I have a lot of things that I could show you information wise. I have a lot of resources as far as things that I've even found at yard sales that sort of are curriculums that maybe other women have used, they don't use anymore. With multiple children, if I ever do get a curriculum, I am planning on probably trying to either have them write the answers on a separate piece of paper, or I will copy them so that my children under my oldest can use them too. And it saves you a little bit of money in the long run. And so I have a lot of resources to help me. Some of them I have literally gotten at Walmart or Dollar Tree just to help, especially with the preschool, kindergarten, even 1st grade age. We're working on a lot of reading with Luella and practicing more on reading out loud. I have a lot of Hooked on Phonics books that was given to me, and they're just like easy readers, and they're really helpful for Luella right now. I have a little bit of a Becca curriculum. I have a little bit of Christian Light curriculum from a friend of mine, and super helpful. And so for me, you know, if you can think a little bit outside the box, you're doing good. You're doing okay. And we're working on with Luella as well with addition, subtraction. Right now, since we just kind of started, I'm easing her back into those things and trying to refresh her mind some. Sometimes that means through morning work or maybe during our actual math time. Hopefully we will grow more into the double digits as we go on here. And been working with her on time. She does pretty good on time, and I'm very proud of her. And we're going to learn more with money and things like that. And there's just so many things, you know. I know when I was a kid, for money and stuff, I had like a little, from like Dollar General, like a little money tray to make change or to count change out. And so there's a lot of different things you can use. There's so many resources. If you have a computer and you have internet, there's so many free printable things like on Pinterest or different things like that. I find all kinds of ideas on Pinterest for school. And you may say, well, Melissa, I am not a creative person, and I understand that. Not everybody is creative or whatever, but you know, I also think sometimes as a mom, you know, you just gotta make it work, or make a way to make it work. And you can do that without spending a lot of money. And I've done it for Luella through preschool, now through first grade, without buying a curriculum, and she's done great. And she's very smart, and so is Leah, and she loves learning, and so there's still that desire there, which helps too. Next year I may get a curriculum. I'm thinking about it. I've been looking into different curriculums. Right now I forgot to mention, I have been using the McGuffey readers. They have different like steps. So they have different books for maybe as your first reading up a little bit more. Helps with widening, like expanding. It helps with expanding vocabulary, which I think has helped a lot with Luella. Like for example, she has learned that an ox looks a lot like a cow, okay? And they're two different words, but they're very similar in that way. And so that has helped a lot. It helps with writing, just writing different words, sounding them out. And right now in this time, if you have young kiddos, repetitiveness is key. So they thrive on repetitiveness. And so keeping that in mind will help as well. And that is something that I did learn in school. I didn't get my actual, so I have an associate's degree. I didn't actually get like a full teaching degree because I didn't finish my tests. Truthfully, I met Justin, my husband, and we ended up getting married and starting a family. But I did get my associate's degree. And so I've had a little bit of experience in the classroom. Not a ton, but a little bit. Oh, curriculum. I have looked into, I like master books. I want to stick with like a Christian curriculum. And I've heard a lot of good things about The Good and the Beautiful. A really good friend of mine uses Christian Light. I don't want something that's super expensive. But I don't know. I need to research more and look into that. Please let me know in the comments below, what curriculum do you use? I'd like to know. I'd like to be introduced because I am willing to look and research more into some of those. I know I am kind of skipping around here, but I also think, you know, I talked about being creative. School, with homeschool, there's no rules, right? There's no rules. That's the point, is for it to not be just like it is in the classroom in a public school. I don't think kids are made to just sit in a seat for, you know, a very long period of time, okay? We do gardening, so the girls help with that. They help Justin and I put the garden in this year, and watering it, taking care of it, what it means, the different parts of plants. There's so many different things you can learn with gardening, as well as canning. Just learning how to preserve your own food, I think, is an important skill to learn. And then we also have a dairy cow. We have a family milk cow and goats and chickens and things like that. And so they do learn a lot from that. Our homeschool schedule is a little different because we are a homesteading family. So we only eat, for example, twice a day. And you may be like, wow, like, how do you do that? But we have, like I said, we have a family milk cow. And so that's just kind of how we have to eat. It's just easier for us. But yes, my kids do snack. They do have snacks. But you also get to where you learn, like, okay, we haven't bought bread in a long time from the store. I try to make our bread. And if I'm like in vacation Bible school and I don't have time to make bread, we learn to go without those things. And I think that is part of homesteading as well. If your garden didn't produce this type of vegetable this year, you learn to supplement in other ways, if that makes sense. Next thing I wanted to talk about is having confidence in yourself in homeschooling. I know that scares a lot of women. They think they're not good enough. You know, you may say, I'm not a teacher. I don't know. I'm not very smart, but I guarantee you are. And I'm going to be honest, your kids don't know that maybe you don't have a degree in teaching. They don't know that. As long as you do your research, you work hard, and you glorify God in it, I think that the Lord will bless that. And always pray for your kiddos and for their schooling. And I think it's a good idea to even start out with prayer in your homeschool. I think our days go a lot better when we do remember to do that. Because truthfully, I was going to mention too, there is no one that knows your kid best but you and your husband, of course. No one knows you better than who you're around all the time, right? And so just keep that in mind. And thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped a little bit with anyone. That is sort of what we're doing in our homeschool this year, and it's been going pretty good this week. And I'm not gonna say it's not always easy. It's not always easy, because it's not. There's hard days, but the Lord will get you through. And like I said, there's so much help out there. So reach out if you need encouragement or just somewhere to turn to for learning wise. Don't forget to comment your homeschool curriculum that maybe you use, so I can look into it for next year or when I decide to use it. I mentioned that we had been in VBS previously to starting homeschool, and that's been a lot of fun and a lot of learning. We had boot camp at VBS at our church, and for those of you that don't know, I am a pastor's wife. My husband's a pastor, and where he pastors, we had a boot camp VBS, and so it was fun. We talked about God's army, being in the Lord's army, or your for Satan, and that's just how it is. And you know, we talked about how sin can ruin your life, and making sure you have that whole armor of God, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, and all the other pieces. It says, put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Just having each piece and how important it is. And so, it was a lot of fun. It was good for me too. And so at the end of this video, don't miss out. If we raised enough money, certain people got dunked with really, really cold water. And so it's a fun little video that I have. And one of those people may be my husband. So stay tuned and don't miss it. Thanks guys for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Are you wet? It's a $5 hat. I'll put it in. Yeah, Marshall.
There you go. It's gonna get wet.
You're gonna get wet. You can here, bud.
Braylon.
They will.
He's shaking it.
Gather here. Give it on! Oh, Roxanne!
Did they all get it?
Sarah out here.
Now she got to pour a whole bucket of water on him.
I was say Marshall said he wanted to.
Oh, yeah, Marshall.
I'm sure Marshall does, yeah.
Hey, that ain't a 5 gallon, that's a 6 gallon.
Oh, he's excited too.
Right now I got
Heather, are you excited?
Go back and fill it up again, bud. It's refreshing.
Refreshing.
I asked Mike if he wanted to do it. He said no.
He knows better.
1, 2.
Yeah, rest. Why couldn't it have been like Wednesday night?
Best VBS.
Oh God, that's not me. I know.
Ready? I don't know. Here we go.
Oh.